So in question 10, first thing to note here, the question says that this is not drawn to scale, and that's kind of important here when you're drawing this, working this one out. So we've been given a trapezoid, a trapezium, and using the measurements given, find the area of this trapezium. Now, to my eye anyway, the thing that kind of sticks out when I look at this is that these two lines here are 5 centimeters, yet the angle that they're making seems to be different. These angles seem to be different. So when it says it's not drawn to scale, there's something just looks a bit off that it's not drawn to scale. But anyway, what can we say? This 6 centimeters at the top is centered. If these two lines are 5, right? We know that these are parallel lines. These two here are parallel lines. That's property of trapezium. Oops. That's a property of a trapezium. So if those two parallel lines if those are parallel and that these sides here are both 5, then what we can say about this line 6 is it has to be centered right down the middle. Sorry, making a mess of that. It has to be centered right down the middle. So at this halfway point on that 14, we were to draw a line up, we'd be splitting this one here. Okay? If these lines here were different lengths, well then this line could be shifted, the top line could be shifted left or right a little bit, but because we've got 5 and 5 here, what we can say is that this line is centered over this one, if that makes sense to you, right? You to bisect the 14, you'd go up and you'd bisect the top as well with 3 either side. So what does that mean? If this line is 14, it means if we were to, draw perpendicular lines up, or down, it doesn't matter, you could draw them down this way either, but we were to draw these lines up, okay, what you'd actually be doing would be getting two sides here that would continue to make up, these two sides would make up the rest of your 14. So if this is 6, you'd have to get that there being equal to 4 and that there being equal to 4 in order to have both lines 14. So I hope that makes sense to people. But when it says it's not drawn to scale, it's really not drawn to scale. And you'll see now in a second why it's really not drawn to scale. Because if you look at these triangles we've drawn at the side, if this side is 4, this side is 5, using Pythagoras, we can work out that this side is 3. Okay, it's your classic Pythagoras triangle, 3, 4, and 5. And clearly, you can see now that there's something massively wrong with the dimensions. So you know that the perpendicular height is now 3. So the area of a parallelogram, the area of a trapezium is going to be 6 plus 14. The top line added with the bottom line, half that, and then multiplied by 3. So you're getting 6 and 4 is 20, 20 divided by 2 is 10. So you're getting 10 threes. That's equal to 30. Okay, I hope that little bit at the start made sense about this line here bisecting 14 and also bisecting 6. And it's all in centimeters, isn't it? Yeah, so it's centimeters squared.